Have you noticed that there's just not as many people calling for an end to fossil fuels in January in Canada? I've certainly noticed that. The fact is that with current technology, renewables can take us only so far right now. And again, we need to be focused on improving that technology. China, for example, is investing heavily in renewables, but even as they're doing that, they're investing obviously in fossil fuel energy production. By 2034, China will surpass the United States as the world's biggest consumer of oil. India's demand for oil is expected to more than double by 2040, even as they pursue renewables, even as they pursue nuclear power. These are the forecasts for China and India. So, ladies and gentlemen, should this country be an aspirant to try to participate in that increase in demand? Should we aspire to try to sell some of that oil in China and in India and in other parts of the world economy? Because if we do not try to fulfill that demand, to be a part of that market in China and India, who will? Will they simply not buy oil there? Of course not. Saudi Arabia will. That bastion of human rights in the world. Venezuela will. Nigeria will. Which of these countries are as concerned about the environment as this one? There's none on that list, with the possible exception of Norway. This is a counterpoint for all of those who are critical of this sector. We need to grow. We need to get our oil to tidewater. Yes, there's economic reasons. There are trade reasons that we'd want to be a part of what's going on in China and India. But here's another good reason. If we don't supply it, others will that care less about the environment than anyone in this room and have a terrible, in some cases, an abysmal record in terms of human rights who aren't interested in the rule of law. That's a pretty good reason for Canada to step up as an energy power and say, you know, we're going to do whatever we can to be a part of that future fossil fuel market because